So the Gloria Ferrer Sonoma Brut is a blend of Chardonnay and Pinot Noir, mostly Pinot Noir, and it does have many of the qualities that would make a wine pair very well with dishes, and that is has acidity, it has some of the sweetness, and just the bubbles itself. It sort of cleans the palate and makes you taste all the flavors in the dish that you're trying. So we think that something that will pair with that will be a fabulous recipe to have for our own experience.
Wonderful. Well, I think I'm going to take a little sip right now,
Yes.
and I know our guest Brooke, you have a little bubbly in your glass.
You're right,
too. So
too.
here, cheers to
Cheers.
that. We'll take a quick sip here.
I think that this is a really fun competition in the sense that it gives people the chance to be creative and showcase what they do best or what they can do with their creativity. But it's also a really wonderful platform to be able to do it on, to be able to pair your favorite appetizer with one of these beautiful Gloria Ferrer sparkling wines. There's so much versatility and there's so much room for creativity, because these wines really, aside from being beautiful and bright and refreshing, are the perfect food pairing wines. That bright acidity, that palate cleansing, but there's still so much complexity and so much to pull from the wine to really inspire people. So I'm really excited to see what people are going to come up with and to be able to judge for myself and taste all these exciting creations that people have.
Wonderful. We love that. I mean, acidity, I think, in the wine is so important. It helps it age. It's really the backbone, of the wine. And it's that mouth-watering quality that really makes it great with food.
It is. I mean, acidity is the key to many wines, but especially in sparkling wines, and with Gloria Ferrer being where we are in Carneros, which is a very cool climate. Even when we pick the grapes, they have high acidity, and that shows in the wine, that then shows into the style of the wine, and it shows in the pairing. So I think overall, it is a win-win situation to have that high acidity that would really not just be refreshing, but also go so well with so many things.
And Carneros, that appellation is within Sonoma, and you were the first sparkling wine house to ever be established in the Sonoma Carneros region. Isn't that correct?
Yeah, that is correct. We could see a good thing when we could plant a good winery there. Yes, and Carneros is actually the only the only appellation that is both in Sonoma and Napa County, because it's defined by microclimate rather than by political boundaries. So as it has the influence of the fog coming from the bay, from the San Francisco Bay, and then the winds coming from the Pacific are the two crucial elements, and that keeps the temperature down. It slows down the ripening. It makes for more complex wines, and they do have high acidity.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, Brooke, you did touch so nicely on that high acidity in these wines, and do you find that you're featuring sparkling wines a lot in your restaurants?
Oh, absolutely. One of my restaurants is actually a seafood restaurant, and
perfect.
We don't see sparkling wine as something that should only be drunk on special occasions. It's not that New Year's Eve, birthday.
You're here.
Yeah. Right? It's not. It doesn't. It's kind of a really wonderfully celebratory beverage for any occasion, and it doesn't even need to be a celebration, in my opinion.
Right. I agree wholeheartedly.
Yes.
There's so much versatility within sparkling wines, within the grapes that are used, within the methods that they're fermented. So there really is so much to do that you can play around with on a wine list, and it's incredibly important in my restaurants. And my dream one day is to open a sparkling wine and caviar bar, but that's that's a whole nother story.
Well, let us know how we can help.
It's definitely one of my go-to beverages, and again, the versatility of it is just trumps almost anything else.
That's wonderful. So, having competed on Top Chef, which I'm sure there are many fans out there that are watching, do you have any great tips for people as they're trying to pull together their special appetizer recipe to submit online?
You know, I find that when people have a go-to dish or a dish that they're sort of known for, it's for a reason, and it's because they do it really well and people really appreciate it. And I would say that my biggest piece of advice is do what you do best, and don't complicate things by trying to show off. You know, good food is good food, and that's that. And you know, technique is great, but if you can make a really simple dish and have it taste great and it pairs beautifully with what we're trying to do, then stick to that.
Absolutely. No, I totally agree. I'm not going to be entering this competition for very good reason, but I know good food when I eat it. So no.
I remember one time talking to a chef, and he was saying that he felt that he didn't get good at cooking a dish until he had cooked it at least 50 times.
Oh,
and I don't
yeah.
know if 50 is the magic number, but it does make sense, you know, and it's just that repetition. I think that's why I was saying, you know, it's that one dish that you're known for, and you can tweak it a little bit, but it's because probably you've done it a few times and people like it, so it's easy, and you're gonna have an easier time competing with that dish than trying to create something from scratch, but
Absolutely.
they can.
Absolutely. So if any of you out there watching believe that you have that very special appetizer that's going to win this competition and earn you $5,000, then what you need to do is go online to gloriousbites.com. Fill out the submission form, get your entry in before August 31st. That's the deadline. After August 31st, we'll have a select group of judges, a panel of experts that will actually be choosing the top 10 semifinalists who will then go on and compete in 2 different cook-offs. One will take place in New York, and the other will take place in San Francisco. And Brooke, you're coming to join us for those semifinals, right?
I am. I'm very excited about it.
Excellent, wonderful. And also, Brooke will be coming for the finals. So out of those semifinals, 4 finalists will get to come to Gloria Ferrer Winery in Sonoma, California, to do the final cook-off competition in which Brooke and our select panel of judges will actually choose the winner, the big winner. And so we'll be featuring your recipe. You'll get to take home $5,000 in cash, which is pretty darn exciting.
A great memory of having been at Gloria Ferrer
Exactly.
in Sonoma.
Exactly. And getting to meet Brooke. I mean, how cool is that? I mean, getting to hang with a real top chef. So again, visit gloriousbites.com to be able to submit your recipe by August 31st. And I want to let you know, if any of you out there still have any questions, if you want to ask Brooke for a few more tips, you can tweet us right now at Gloria Ferrer for any questions about the wines. If you want to learn more about the Sonoma Brut, for example, so that's at Gloria Ferrer. Or to reach Brooke, you can tweet her at Chef Brooke W. You can also use the hashtag Glorious Bites, and we'll be looking for your questions and happy to answer a few when we're through. So again, here's to a fabulous competition. We can't wait to see the recipes that come in, and we're really looking forward to it, don't you think?
I am,
Good
for
luck
sure.
to you all.
Absolutely. Good luck.
Good luck.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers.